a thread by Tracy Beans, written May 19th, 2020, about the Spygate investigation. This is relevant today in light of the fact that Kevin Kleinsmith was just indicted for lying to the FBI. All right, here we go. Fasten seatbelts. The call that General Flynn had with Kislyak was likely obtained using a warrant in a previously unannounced criminal investigation. On May 13th, Catherine Herridge released the names of individuals who made unmasking requests for calls that resulted in the unmasking of General Michael Flynn. Curiously, folks quickly realized that there were no unmasking requests surrounding the date of the now infamous call with Ambassador Kislyak. The Department of Justice recently filed a motion to dismiss the, quote, criminal information against defendant Michael T. Flynn. Taken from the exhibits in the filing are the following excerpts from Mary McCord, Sally Yates, and James Comey. After the details of the call are leaked to the Washington Post, the Vice President and Spicer, V. POTUS meaning Pence, and Spicer say that the communications had only involved logistics. James Comey then tells members of DOJ leadership of their investigation into General Flynn and senior officials at the FBI and the DOJ, and that they have concerns that the descriptions of the calls aren't accurate. The DOJ and Sally Yates tell Comey that they should inform the incoming administration that there is a discrepancy. James Comey wants to keep it secret. Yates gets frustrated when Comey's justifications for holding the information back change. They morph between compromising a counterintelligence investigation, one that should have been closed already, and possibly compromising a criminal investigation. Okay, just to clarify what Tracy's saying here. Yates is frustrated with Comey in that Comey has two different reasons for wanting to hold this information back from the incoming administration, okay? First, he says it's compromising a counterintel investigation, and then he changes it to compromising a criminal investigation. All right, back to Tracy. Mary McCord says FBI maintained the information, transcripts, and would not refer a matter to themselves. McCord says that pre-STAP told them they did not want to insinuate the existence of a criminal investigation. That may seem like a lot. There's more. Here, there are redactions about how the FBI obtained the transcripts of the call. Here again, they make sure to clarify that this is FBI information. Here's where things get more interesting. It is the first time we learn there is both a criminal and a counterintelligence investigation ongoing. I submit that the criminal investigation was ongoing back in December 2016. It's the reason why Comey, quote, morphs between the two. McCord knows there is both a criminal investigation and a counterintelligence one at the latest, February 16th of 2017. Now, let's examine Yates. The day before inaugurations, Cohen tells her that Comey had said there is a criminal investigation into General Flynn. The fact that Yates references the National Security Division, of which Bill Priestap is the head, makes me think that the FBI had an open criminal investigation into the FARA accusations against General Flynn early on, before the December call to Kislyak. The implications of this are stunning. Yates won't answer McGahn when he asks if the investigation is criminal in nature. Remember, we have been all told thus far that this is a counterintelligence investigation only. Yates knows at the time that there was no official decision on prosecution. Ultimately, they must have decided not to prosecute General Flynn. Another hugely significant issue in this current case, given the posture of the prosecutors against his son and business partner. And now Comey, from his interview in front of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence on 3/2/17, March 2nd, 2017, before the special counsel is appointed, a couple months before the special counsel is appointed. That's a ton of assumptions, you may say. Well, here is where those assumptions go out the window. I have evidence that they obtained search warrants on General Flynn in regards to the call with Kislyak. On October 11th, 2019, the AP, Washington Post, Politico, CNN, and the New York Times filed a lawsuit for, quote, access to certain search warrant materials. The warrants they reference are in regards to General Flynn's call with Sergei Kislyak. Quote, big deal. Anyone can file a lawsuit looking for things like this. I'd actually venture these news organizations have known this the entire time, and they were prodded to start poking around for some reason. The case sat dormant for a bit. There have been some status updates. The last one is interesting. Filed on April 29th, 2020, it acknowledges the existence of said warrants and that there is an ongoing redaction process happening before the warrant materials will be released. That means there were warrants related to the initial claimant about the Kislyak call. It also means that that is how the FBI got the call, and it didn't need to be unmasked. There was an ongoing criminal investigation, likely in re to Farah, that yielded no charges. They aren't asking for the contents of the returns anymore. How convenient. This is how they got the call with Kislyak. Regular warrants. Addendum. I spoke to some folks who will remain anonymous. It is insanely difficult to get a Title III warrant in the criminal justice system, which is what would have been required here. There are still some things missing. In my opinion, we will know more once the warrants are produced. Addendum 2. I am revising my theory on what the basis for the investigation was. I don't think it was related to Farah and Turkey. More soon. Update, status filing yesterday. Anyway, thanks for listening.